I'm Max.
I'm Matt.
And yeah, we're here to talk about Allergen Directory, the allergy-specific review platform for people with food allergies in the UK. So, to start things off, does anyone know who this is? No? This is Natasha. Natasha is a 15-year-old girl who died last year because she ate a mislabeled Pret baguette. She went into anaphylactic shock, and her last words to her dad were, "Please help me." So just imagine that. This is a problem that can kill people and affects a lot of people. So it's a massive issue that we need to solve. So last year, the Food Standards Agency ran a report of 2,000 young people with food allergies eating out. And they found that 60% of respondents had avoided eating out because of their condition. And furthermore, only 14% of people reported feeling confident about asking for allergy information. So you've got a massive group of people who are foodies because they take care of their own food and what they eat, who don't want to eat out. That's a massive gap that isn't explored. So this is how it currently is. The restaurants, who the people don't trust, give out the allergy information. And because they don't trust them, they don't trust the information, so therefore they don't eat there. It's a very vicious cycle that doesn't work. And our solution is to be the central hub of that, so people can leave allergy-specific reviews, so a 5-star review for gluten or a 4-star review, whatever they want, but then can communicate with other people with the same allergy, because if you're going to trust someone, it's someone else that's eating there that's got the same problem you have, not the restaurant. So I'll let Matt talk a bit about the solution we've got currently.
Yeah, so this is what we've come up with so far. We've produced a online platform which we want to make it as easy as possible to, one, find places to eat, and also to review places to eat. So we have a super quick search which currently lists a number of websites we'll go into later, and you can leave a review and see your reviews publicly relating to each allergy. So if you have a gluten allergy, you can leave a review for just gluten and people can see that and search for that.
Yeah, so far, where are we at? Well, we're going about 6 months now, but it's early days because we do it on the weekend so far, and we're kind of like starting our market budget small. So we're at 100 plus users already, most of which are active, and 140 plus reviews. Now the amazing thing is in the last month, we've had more reviews than the last 6. So we're kind of seeing that bell curve now where we're getting traction, people start to use it, and the reviews are flowing in. And the big number is there at the end, 74,000 restaurants that we currently list. So that completely removes the barrier to entry for someone leaving a review. So you now go on there, find any restaurant in the UK, approximately, and you can leave a review for it. So we found that people that before have been like, can't find a restaurant to leave a review. It's no longer the case, but it's a massive thing for us. There you go. So,
yeah. So one thing we've focused on recently is Instagram. We've realised there's a massive allergy community on Instagram. People with thousands of followers have communities behind them where they'll share their own experiences and reviews. So we decided to approach them, and we had a really good response. We've chosen 6 to be our featured influencers on the site. So what they do is they work with us a bit to promote our platform, and we've, as you'll see, run a few competitions with them. But they've got a combined following of about 40,000 people, which means although our own account has a few hundred at the moment, we actually now have a bit more exposure to a lot more people in that niche. So recently we've run a few competitions to just give away a restaurant voucher for sharing a review on our website, tagging their friends who might actually be interested, and we've had a really good response. Like you can see here, people saying things like, it sounds like something that could take a lot of anxiety out of enjoying meals away, or it would seriously make my life much easier. It would take a lot of anxiety out of eating away from home. Like, it's just been really good. So we can see that there's a massive potential for growth here, because this is just with quite a small number of people actually being engaged.
And we can see that it really helps people.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a massive part of their lives. So the market size, because it's all about us saying that we can help these people, but is there actually a market for it that's big enough? Well, if you listen to Allergy UK, the biggest allergy charity in the UK, then the answer to that is yes, because the UK, as it's on their website, has some of the highest prevalence of allergic conditions in the world. And on top of that, 20% of the UK now report having a reaction to some foods, and crucially for the next generation, 7.1% of breastfed infants now develop a food allergy, whether it's a peanut, an egg allergy, or whatever it is. That means that even if you think, food allergies don't affect me now, there's no problem. You don't know that in 5 years or 10 years' time, it's something that your kid or your grandkid is going to be affected by that, and that will change your family's lives. And the other question is, can you make money? Now this question was a bit of a journey for us because we started out, we just wanted to help people and help people in the food allergy community because both our girlfriends have food allergies. And we spoke to a lot of bloggers in the community that were already doing, like, talking about their recipes and things they do, and they said, go for the content, really push the content. So that's why we started. We wanted to get a lot of users, get a lot of content to get the users, and then advertise to them. But then we thought, that's a kind of, everyone's like, oh, I'll just chuck ads at it, great. But the real change came to when we spoke to a man called Paul Antico, who's the founder of Allergies in the US. Now, Allergies are basically our US version, and they've been going for 7 years and have a US dominant market share. Now, we spoke to him, and he said he found great success in approaching actual restaurants and saying that, look, people with food allergy, do want to eat out because they love their food. They have to manage it, so like I said, they know they want to eat out, but they don't feel safe. And if we could bring even one person to your restaurant, then you'd be making money. So if you pay a monthly subscription, say £5 a month, or I think they charge $10 in the US, and we get even one person to come to you, you've made your money back. So it's a no-brainer. And he's found that restaurants across the US have been willing to do that. So off the back of that, we approached some restaurants, and we're happy to say that recently our newest partner is Arbuckle's, the restaurant chain in Cambridge, who've got 300 restaurants. I've said they're happy to do that with us, and they're actually working with us to build out that system. And on top of that, not only get them to pay us money, but offer us kind of Allergen Directory specific vouchers that are only for our site. So with that, if we leverage more partners and we get more people on board with more specific vouchers, we can then say to users, look, if you pay, say, £4 or £5 a month for a premium version of your account, you can get 20% off all our places that we partner with. That means the restaurant makes money from the people, the users then obviously save money because they get 20% off, and we make money. So it's a win-win-win for everyone, 3 ways. So that's a big place for going down.
Yeah, so in terms of the product, we're working with Arbuckle's and throwing some ideas in of our own, but we've built a business site which restaurants can sign up for. They can manage their restaurant details, upload their own images, and change whatever information they want. And we're going to work with them to add more valuable features. Some things we've discussed are the ability to maybe message a restaurant before you actually go to find out directly if they can work with you and your food allergy.
And as we said, we're constantly developing this with restaurants and Arbuckle's, so we kind of go off what they want and what they would find useful. So our unique selling point, why us? Well, firstly, our allergy specific ratings, no one's doing that. Everyone's leaving a 5-star review for a place, but people in the food allergy community, they don't really care about a wishy-washy review because it doesn't help them. But when they can see someone with their same allergy has left their 5-star review for their allergy, then they feel safe knowing that their allergy has been reviewed and it's safe. And we've already found out from our users, people are like, oh my god, you've got this allergy on there and it's been reviewed this time, and we never had that. So that's a big thing that we're pushing and it's really good for us. As I said before, the partnerships we're building with restaurants and our featured influencers puts us kind of in the middle where we've got connections to the food allergy community and the restaurant, so we can leverage that and bring them together and be that middleman. And finally, the fact that we're both software developers and we have girlfriends who have food allergies means not only do we understand the community, we have the skills that haven't necessarily been brought to this market before, because software developers kind of don't normally go into that kind of area. We haven't seen it, so we're some bloggers and marketers, so we really bring something unique to that.
Yeah, so this is us, Max and I, and our girlfriends Ellie and Rebecca, who, as Max mentioned, they both suffer from different food intolerances and allergies. That's the reason we're doing this, and our unique experience of being software engineers for many years now has really helped us develop this. We've got the technical capability to do this on zero budget, like we've spent our own time building it so far. But what we're really finding is that marketing, content creation has taken a really long time, and so we'd like to hopefully bring someone onto the team to work with us to help us in that area soon.
Alright, cool, so what's next? Well, loads of our users now are asking for a mobile app, so as we're both software developers, that's already in development and hopefully will be out in the summer. And on top of that, we want to add a location-based search now, so we're constantly developing our search to make it easier and easier for people to eat out. And a big one that we found is they want to be able to have a Google Maps integration, go into London or Norwich or wherever they go and find what they want to eat. So that's 2 things that are in the pipeline for us, as well as continuing to involve the product through marketing in different ways that we're already doing. And yeah, that's it, guys. So we hope you enjoyed it, like what we're doing, and if you've got any questions or you think you have something to offer us, then have a chat to me on that, and we'll see what we can do.
Thanks.
Cool. So, yeah, so we do questions.